Hello friends, this is a short video for all the peeps out there who are still not that sure how to properly ward in Season 4. With the changes to wards obviously and vision in general, everyone on the map should feel responsible for vision, since the maximum number of placed wards got limited to 3 wards at a time for everyone on the map. To clarify some points, I'm going to cut the game into 3 parts: early, mid and late game, because important ward spots and warding resources in general may change over the course of the game. So let's start off with the early game. So in the early game, when entering lane, both bot lane partners should have a green trinket in their inventory. Nowadays it's pretty standard for bot lane partners to go with double green trinket. When the first 2 waves collide, the first 2 waves of the game collide in bot lane, you know, your wave and the enemy wave start fighting and stuff, you should be able to tell if the enemy jungler started at red or blue, depending on which of these 2 is near bot. It can be an important information because it can tell you when you can expect the jungler to be bot, or you know, where to expect him on the map in general. The average jungle champion finishes his second buff around the 3-minute mark, 3:15, something like that, which is also the time to tell your AD carry to go and ward either river or tribush. Why tell him? Because you placed your own trinket, your own green trinket ward right from the start to get vision of the second bot lane brush. It's essential for you to make sure that the second green trinket gets used at the right time. As soon as you get your sightstone, you should be able to solely put up enough vision in bot. But remember, whenever you are about to leave lane, base, sorry, and your green trinket is still on cooldown, don't forget a ward before leaving fountain, since it will be your only resource in terms of warding. In the mid game, which usually starts as soon as one of the outer turrets fall or dragon is contested, as soon as lanes start to rotate, worthy ward spots shift away from bot lane and can be found around mid lane and at both the enemies and your buffs. Make sure to get a ward at either the red or blue buff to be able to create possible pickups and to protect your own resources, of course. Keep in mind, mid game is all about which team gets caught first. To decrease the possibility to find your mates in uncomfortable situations, the following ward spots may be in your interest: the banana brush near mid lane, of course, as I said, the blue and red buff brush, the dragon itself, possible jungle entries near mid lane, the mid lane side brushes, and as usual the tribush, either top or bot. Try to keep vision at 1 or 2 of these spots and motivate your teammates to ward the other, and you are good to go. The late game is the time where it gets a bit messy in terms of ward spots and vision in general. Wards tend to live a lot shorter, since most summoners tend to pick up the red trinket later into the game. General idea here: create vision depending on what you plan to achieve in the next 2 to 3 minutes. When pushing into the enemy's base, for example, you want to ward at spots which are most likely to be visited by them while you are back to base, etc. Mid lane, right at the edge of the enemy base, that's probably the perfect spot to find out what the enemies are up to. Place a ward before leaving. You also obviously want to keep track of Baron and Dragon. No explanation needed right here. Other ward spots can be found over here, or here, or even here. With every game you play, you get a better idea where to ward throughout the game and stuff. That's it for today. Hope you liked it. If so, you can leave a like or even subscribe to my channel. It's much appreciated. Yeah, see you next time.